And we are live.
Woo!
How's it going, everyone?
Ooh. I see Lucy is in the house.
Yes.
That's cool. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
So, tomorrow's WandaVision.
Oh my gosh. Finally.
Yes. It's been so long, and so long without, like, anything Marvel.
True. The hype is real. I'm so excited because Wanda is one of my favorite characters in general. Not that I know everything about her because I'm still learning, but I really like her because she's a very emotional person, and just like anybody else, she can just snap. Only when she snaps,
Yeah.
everybody else snaps.
Yep. You do not want to make her angry by any means.
Or upset.
Yeah.
Don't take away her babies.
Nope.
Imaginary babies.
So, but yeah, we're going to be talking all about Scarlet Witch and Vision and leading up to WandaVision, and probably talking about some theories that we have, if we have any. So,
oh gosh. So which book are we going to talk about first? I guess the old one, right? Because
yeah,
House of M is
since
such
it came first.
So was this your first introduction to like WandaVision as a comic book story, or?
Yeah, I think this was like one of the first issues that I got with either one of them in it. Because I mean, I love both of their characters. I don't like you said, I don't really know a lot about them, so I'm still learning myself. But I really like this series, even though this is the only issue I have. But I really like it.
It is. It's one of the great stories. Also, knowing what WandaVision is going to be about, what we've seen so far, taking place in a neighborhood, them entering, wanting to be the normal family.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
No. I mean, just by looking at like what we've seen from the trailers and all and everything, like it's gonna be crazy.
Oh yes. Yes. Especially the one book we'll get to eventually, having read this one, knowing what she's capable of, it's like, oh my goodness. It's going to be awesome. It's this is 1982, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yep. Trick or treat. Showing off the artwork a bit. Oh, snap.
And I love how the first page says, like, it shows this kid saying, "Mommy, why are those adults dressed up in Halloween costumes? I thought it was just for kids."
Yeah. True. And then also that coming back in the series, you know, with them dressing up as the original, as we all got to know them.
Yeah.
Ah, goodness. Because I think comic-wise, I first discovered them in the 70s Miss Marvel series.
Yeah.
Because I have a bunch of covers hanging there, and I think it's already like issue 2 or 3. No, I think it's 5. That already has the Vision on the cover. And then there's issue 18, which is like the first appearance of Mystique, and there's also Scarlet Witch and the Vision on the cover.
Nice. Hi, Lucy.
Yeah. Lucy! Hola, hola. But yeah, you have read just that one issue, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I've been trying to look for the others, but I can't find it anywhere.
Online. I mean, I
True.
found it in an Avengers trade, and then on the side it says Vision and the Scarlet Witch. So it was just by accident that I found this book, and I got so hyped because in the back there's Babe Nito. So,
okay. Hello.
Hello, Hack. Oh, he's flirting. He's winking. Woo! Woo! Enjoy your lunch. Well,
enjoy your lunch.
Yeah. What are you eating, sir?
Yeah, we need to know.
Like now. Are we supposed to be worried? But what I liked in this book is, because I only knew Jarvis in the beginning because of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And that Jarvis here is a person, because I only know that Jarvis became eventually Vision. So I didn't know at first he was actually a person, this old man.
Yeah, yeah, he was their butler.
Yeah. You learn so many things in comic books.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to be that one comic book nerd that will cry like, oh, it's not like in the comics. No. Not at all. But she looks beautiful.
Oh. Yeah, I just picked up this cover the other day.
Whoa!
It's a new Avengers comic. I was like,
that's such a pretty cover.
Yeah, it is.
Damn!
I was like, it's mine.
I will be too. Because I did see some of the covers of the books that are inside here in comic shops, but for some odd reason, the price was expensive. I wonder why, really.
Oh.
Like the one issue that I have that I showed in our previous stream, that one already cost me maybe like 10 euros or something, which is maybe like $12. So the other issues that I saw were even higher price. It's not fun.
Yeah. Like usually when there's a movie coming up or like a TV show, like comics relating to those characters just skyrocket.
Right away. Mm-hmm. Everybody's just on top of it. And
yep.
I mean, it's fun, but it also kind of ruins it for the people like us that just want to read the comic instead of having it slapped in the bag. No offense, Hack. Waiting for the price to go up. I want to read it, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
So was there anything in this story that stood out for you that you're like, oh, like a panel or?
Like one thing that I noticed with both of them is like how like connected they are, like their relationship. I know it's like not orthodox, like not normal for a woman to fall in love with an android, but I just love their story in general.
Yeah. It's an amazing love story. And also in other issues, because we talked about it before the stream started, there's another issue in here where it just basically shows that Wanda is such an emotional person because she wants this older man to keep on believing that Wanda and Pietro are his kids. She cannot live with the fact that if he would find out at old age that they're not his kids.
Oh.
But then it's Vision, when all hell breaks loose, he's like, You know, you put them in danger, and that they are not even your kids. They are like the Avengers, and this why they're helping you because it's their duty to do so. I'm like,
Mm.
Vision now has feelings? Interesting. Because you would think he would be like the calm one, but
Mm-hmm.
no.
Yeah. So this is an artwork in Avengers Disassembled. Look at this.
That's amazing. Is that David Mack or something?
The what?
Is that David Mack art? Because he kind of has that watercolor always going on.
Um, Danny Mickey. That's
Oh,
what. I don't know.
he's Irish.
Yeah. Um, and then there's another like 2-page, like all about Scarlet Witch. Like a bunch of different artwork of her.
She looks beautiful there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I really enjoy learning more about her character and Vision. I mean, they're both awesome.
Yeah, especially in the movie or movies, you realize what a powerful character she actually is, and it makes you wonder, like, is she not like one of the strongest ones out there?
Yeah. Like
Because I never looked up a list or anything, but I think she should be like way up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I mean, she literally almost single-handedly destroyed Thanos.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, who? She wasn't even needed.
I know, like, I mean, if Thanos hadn't have cheated and made his army fire on everyone, she definitely would have destroyed him.
But she also did that already, like in Infinity War. Like in the meantime, she's mourning over the fact that she has to kill Vision. It has to be her, and just to back him
Yeah,
off. I
I
mean, it's
know.
just because she's so emotionally involved over there, so she's not even fully focusing on
Uh-huh.
Thanos just yet. It's like, whoa,
Just the
that's
fact
so
that she was able
cool.
to hold, like, focus her energy on both things at the same time was like, oh my god.
Destroying the stone and holding back Thanos, who already has a bunch of stones in his
Mm-hmm.
glove. But then again, I think, I mean, I love Captain Marvel, but I think it was a bit too soon to bring her in as the powerful Avenger. You have Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
What did Captain Marvel do?
But I really like the part in Endgame where she's like, "You took everything from me," and Thanos is like, "I don't even know who you are," and you just see her eyes just like
And that made me
light
laugh.
up. You just see her eyes like light up red, and she's like, "You will," and then she just like does her thing, and
Gets full, yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god."
Like there's so much emotion involved in that scene, yet it seems so emotionless. Like, okay, you will. And then just the whole
Mm-hmm.
power and just how she's like
Yeah.
throwing the power at him
Yeah.
and then grabbing him and then removing his arm. I was like, holy
Mm.
shit. So cool. She's so awesome.
Yeah.
We both have this book.
Yeah.
But for me personally, this one was a hard read because, you know, for me, the artwork is inside is just hideous and ugly in a way.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
different for sure.
it's particular, but not my type of particular. Though it's a very interesting story because it really just she goes back into her being a witch. I think like Agatha, or however you pronounce the name, is in there a lot, where who she learned her powers from.
Agatha Harkness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this just doesn't look appealing at all.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Have to agree with you. Oh, hey, Perry. What's up?
The hack squad is taking over our chats, huh? I love this cover, though. It's probably the only good thing that came out of this series.
Oh, hey.
But I still want to read it eventually.
Hi.
Hello, Brian. Just to, get to know the story, and perhaps I'll learn something more from this book.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Who knows? Probably end up buying the trades and tell like a year from now, like, this is the best story ever. My cat is snoring behind me, by the way, so if you hear a weird sound, made her tired. She's like, oh, here she goes again. Yeah. And of course, another honorable mention, because I already saw that a bunch of people were already talking about this book leading up to WandaVision. It is The Amazing Vision.
Yeah, I still need to get that.
This was definitely a community buy, because I saw so many people on Instagram saying this is like the best comic that you will read for compared to other legendary books. And I'm like, really? It's like a new book? Isn't supposed to be like all the older books be like the greatest story of all time? But then I got it. Yeah, but it's true, right? But then I got it, and I read it just in one Sunday afternoon, and I think in the future this is definitely a book we should be geeking out on.
Yeah, I need to find it and get it.
Chloe!
Hey. How's it going?
Just looking inside at the artwork, and it's just But I believe that there are also like extended version, or there is an extended version, like a director's cut or something like that. Because I believe I saw some people like with some issues that is bigger. I don't know. What is English? Sometimes words escape me. Even though the artwork would probably not be like my first go-to, like if I would have seen it in a comic shop and I paged through it and I would see like this, I would probably leave it there. But because people were saying it's like one of the greatest stories, that's what made me buy it. I was like, okay, I've already wasted so much money on comics that were not worth it, so why not add another one? But this one was definitely worth it.
Yep. So one thing I want to talk about briefly before we go to House M, like, so from the trailers, everyone has seen like Wanda being pregnant and then having the twins there. So what's your take on that? What do you think?
Having read House of M, knowing that it's her altered reality, it's her dream, it's her vision, literally. I think it's so interesting. I also love the fact that even though she is like an Olsen, that the 90s reference in the sitcom really reminds me of Full House.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, your sisters were in there. But the trailer on its own, I mean, we've only seen the same stuff over and over again. just the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and whatever. And just a few glimpses of today, so to say. So having watched the live that they had just an hour or two ago, and the actor that plays Vision said, you know, the first few episodes will be sitcom based, but then it goes full on into like the MCU type of atmosphere. I'm totally ready for that.
Yeah.
And the fact that they had Tom Hiddleston as Loki asking a question and Benedict Cumberbatch asking a question. I'm like, will Doctor Strange show up? Because it is eventually like a
it's gonna
tie-in.
connect.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my goodness, like what if just at the last episodes, like he walks into her reality and tells her like, you should stop this.
Yeah, so the reason why I asked that is like in Avengers Disassembled, like because everyone's like kind of talking around Wanda, like because really it's Janet or the Wasp that kind of gives her the clue that that she had kids, which actually we know that she didn't, but she kind of drops a hint like what is it she said? Oh, they were talking about Hawkeye and her thing with Hawkeye. So like Janet was under the impression that she might have been pregnant 1 month or something like that, and then they went into this whole conversation about not superheroes not having kids, and Wanda's like, are you trying to imply that I had children or something? So
but I did read somewhere, wasn't it with some demon that kind of like made that dream of hers come true, that it wasn't Vision, but or am I just mistaken with a whole different character and a whole different, like, oh no, that took place in Catwoman issue 21.
I mean, like I said, I'm not entirely sure, but I know it's someone in Marvel that did it. Maybe it might have been Doctor Strange, actually. Or oh, hold on. Let me catch up on comics here or comments here. That's very true.
Yes.
I love House of M. Velasco.
Is that a sauce?
He makes them out of magic.
Sauce.
Yeah, you're right. It could have been Mephisto. You're right. It could be him. Like I said before, we're still learning about Scarlet Witch and all that, so we're not
Even though she's one of our favorites.
But yeah, like just the fact that everyone around her is telling her that she never had kids, like she ends up going to Agatha Harkness and asking like, why is everyone saying that I had children? Like, where are they? And that's, I think from there on out is when she really started to like go downhill, like emotionally.
Yeah, because I did. I only read the first issue. It's a 90s, like a 4-issue run of Scarlet Witch, and I actually kind of forgot what it was about. But it ends up her going to England to England to meet Agatha because she has questions and she has these dreams that keeps on coming back, and something with those dreams. Sorry.
Yeah.
But she has short hair there. I don't like the short hair. But that's me.
All right.
Wait. So anything else in that book that you want to point out, convince me to buy it?
Well,
No.
there's this one part with Vision, like towards the beginning, and it causes a lot of like mayhem for sure. I'm trying to find it. So throughout the course of this story, like towards the beginning, there's I think Jack of Hearts shows up all like cut up and everything, and Scott meets him outside the Avengers Mansion, and then I guess this huge explosion happens. And so Scott ends up dying. Spoiler alert.
And no one mourned that he was screaming Jean.
So there's that. And then the Avengers are still trying to figure out what's going on. They see this Quinjet flying towards them. And it appears to be Vision. He crashes right into it.
Dang. Vision is on a mission.
Mm-hmm. And then he comes out and says, like, I'm no longer in control of the organisms that make up my body, or something like that. So he's basically telling the Avengers, I'm not in control of myself anymore.
Good luck.
Yeah. And then basically he spits out these metal balls that turn into Ultron bots.
What? He's a gremlin now? Like you give him water and
Yeah, there's a lot happens in this story. I will say that.
I will check it out. I'm convinced now.
Yeah.
Vision going a-hole.
Mm-hmm. So this is definitely worth checking out if you haven't already.
Yeah, there's so many books, especially around the time of House of M, like prior and after. It's crazy. Because I tried for a while because I think it's called Mighty Avengers. I tried to get that one for a while and get the whole story going. Like I had like a whole notebook filled like with all the traits I had to get, but too much.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the comic universe.
Yeah.
Like the new one or
Avengers West Coast. Okay, I'll have to look for that.
I don't even know who that is.
We're so behind.
This is our Thanos moment. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah. Sorry. But we will.
Oh yeah, like a year from now we're like experts and
yeah.
We're the professors of Wanda Maximoff.
All right. House of M time.
Oh my goodness. This is probably one of those books that everybody will agree upon. It's like you wish you could read it for the first time again.
Mm-hmm.
Because my mind was blown when I read it. Because I was first reading the old stuff like Infinity War, Adam Warlock, and all that good stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, let's try something new. And I ended up buying this one, not knowing what I was getting. I
Yeah.
was also really confused, but it kind of makes sense with the reality of Wanda. And I was like, whoa, what is going on? This is so trippy.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. Like you could technically, like maybe it's far fetched, like the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix. I think you can make like a similar movie like that with just Wanda, like because it takes place in the brain. Like, is it real or is it not real? Because with the Joker,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, is he really the Joker or was it
Yeah.
just in his head?
And I have a feeling that's maybe what WandaVision might be about. Like it's all in her head. Maybe that could
Oh,
definitely be a possibility.
yeah, especially if when it takes place in all these different eras.
Mm-hmm.
I really wonder like who's going to show up to snap her out of it because in this book there's an Xavier, but Xavier is not yet in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
We do have Doctor Strange. Uh, we
Yeah.
don't have an Emma Frost yet. Emma Frost is such a badass that I realized that with this comic, because she's always so in the background, at least
Mm-hmm.
the books that I've been reading. I became an Emma Frost fan after reading this book, and I don't even realize just yet how powerful she is. Because in this book, she basically takes over like Xavier's place for a moment. Like, dang girl,
Yeah. I mean, she's a telepath and she can turn her stone into diamonds. So
shine bright like a diamond. This is definitely a must cover. I have to find one day, even if it's just like
yeah.
an art piece. I just really, really love this cover,
Mm.
but probably I'm way too late now. I should have gotten this before it was announced that there would be a WandaVision series. But it already starts so dramatic.
Oh, I know. Like the first few pages is like shows her giving birth to the twins and Xavier saying this isn't real. So
Yeah, put them back. You
yeah.
cannot have children. You know this.
Mm-hmm. You have no children. She's just
Just
like loses it.
yeah. Glare. Snap. But also Babe Nito. He is also one of my favorite characters ever
Mm-hmm.
because he's definitely the anti-hero, and it really shows in this book. You know, because you see it like in all of well, not all because I have not read all of the X-Men stories, of course, there are too many out there, but the ones I've read, he's always fighting for mutants.
Yeah.
Uh, Whereas Xavier, for me is like the villain or something because he is just trying to kiss ass with everybody, the government, and it's really like he's like the show boy and oh, I will
Yeah.
send out a group of mutants and they have to risk their life and or lives, and then there's Magneto fighting for the mutants and the fact that in this book the conversation that he has with his son Pietro is just like maybe they are like they're trying to kill Wanda, my sister, your daughter, and then
Yeah.
yeah, well maybe they are right. It's like whoa, that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
I mean the fact that because of course it's a loved one and you will fight for your loved one, but if the loved one is so wrong, you see everybody getting hurt, yeah, will you be the Pietro or will you be Magneto?
No, That's always a tough situation, and it sucks.
It does. It like just this is like the conversation between them
Mm-hmm.
that basically sets everything off that becomes the nightmare that we see eventually in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Magneto being the one that had this Magneto being the one blamed for everything because he's always the bad guy, Magneto. But then it's actually Pietro. That's just. But with this book, what also made me, for some reason, think again like way too far fetched, because she lets everyone live in a reality where they're very happy. And I kept thinking, maybe in when she was snapped away or something like that, was she already doing something? Because there was like a Tony Stark who was suddenly happy with a kid. It was all he ever wanted. I don't know. I just really started to think like far fetched, and Captain
Yeah.
America going back in time, living the dream. Like, also that happens in this one because you see him as an old man.
Yeah.
It's like the plot thickens. Oh my goodness! Like I'm paging through it because I did leave like a bunch of marks of pages that stood out for me. Also, you know, when Spider-Man gets snapped into a living dream where he's married to Gwen Stacy and
Oh yeah.
Uncle Ben is alive.
Oh.
And then, of course, especially in that time, Carol Danvers, she started out in the 70s as like a sex symbol, right? Because she was the voluptuous one and
Mm-hmm.
not really dressed modest, so to say. And she became more in the background, even though she is allegedly one of the most powerful ones out there as well. And the fact that Wanda, let Carol live in a dream where she is like the most famous Avenger or the superhero in general. It's like, oh, so sad.
Mm-hmm.
It really just shows how they actually did Carol Danvers as a character dirty throughout the years. She's
Mm-hmm.
been through so many phases and she just ends up getting in the coma constantly. Your powers are gone. This is where Freaky Louie starts singing his song. You better ask Miss Marvel. But also like Colossus. That's also an interesting. Everything is interesting, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Also, with Wolverine suddenly remembering everything. Like everything.
Like this cover here, like with Wanda and Pietro, it breaks my heart.
That's how it all started.
I know.
Also, with the movies.
I know.
It's like, what? You did not see that happen?
You didn't see that coming?
Yeah, that was. But also, I believe this is also like a variant of it out there somewhere. Oh my goodness. Magneto is the way. Also, that Hawkeye, that he's dead, but he is back. And when he realizes he shouldn't actually be there because he's dead, the conversation between him and Wanda is like, see. Also, do you know that the little girl that's being used, is she like, or maybe someone in the chat knows, like, is she like a well-known character, or was it just, she was just necessary for this story?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, who is that girl? I wasn't sure.
Because I first thought, like, is she like a younger version of Emma or something, but she isn't. Also, this is like one of my two favorite pages in the book when Emma Frost walks in and she realizes that everything is just not true.
Mm.
And that she just, starts like, no, it starts puking, like, what is going on? And House of Magnus? House of Magnus? She's just so awesome. And then when is it Scott Summers that he walks in and she's like, more like who's gonna break it to him? Like, yeah, like we would never get married.
Yeah.
This is also really nice. I really like the color palette used in this one.
Oh yeah.
Because not knowing that much, but I know that she have like clones, the Cuckoo Sisters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I thought maybe she was related because I'm still a noob. It's like, well, she's blonde.
Did you ever watch The Gifted? The
No.
TV show, The Gifted? Oh, man.
Is it good?
I mean, I enjoyed it. It was about it was like set in the X-Men universe. So they mentioned the X-Men quite a bit. And there's like a whole team of mutants that are trying to run from the government and Sentinel Services, they call themselves. And
it's almost like real life.
And one of my favorite characters on that one was Polaris, aka Laura Dane, which is Scarlet Witch's half sister.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a big family tree? Because there is someone else mentioned, or is that the one mentioned in here as well? Because there are like 3 kids of Magneto mentioned here. You have Wanda, Pietro, and I believe another one was mentioned.
But yeah, Polaris has similar powers to Magneto. She can control metal and stuff. So
I think I've heard of the name.
she has green hair and kind of like the same headdress as Wanda does.
Or maybe I'm just confused with The Gift and with Keanu Reeves. It's not related. As always, I'm derailing. Where is that one panel? It's like here. They introduced the kids, I believe. Because Wanda was allegedly the only one that was human. Or was she not even a kid?
I agree, Brian. It wasn't the best show, but I enjoyed it. I wish it didn't get canceled either.
Loie knows everything.
From X Factor.
What did I say? What is this referring to? Sorry, Loie.
But I found the panel where it shows Polaris in House of M.
Ah, yeah, her.
Briefly.
Yeah.
talking to Magneto.
AKA Babe Nito. He is awesome.
Yeah, he definitely is one of my favorite parts of the X-Men.
He sure is. Wanting to build his own Israel for mutants. God damn. Where is it?
So do you want to talk about the ending of House of M? In that final battle?
When Doctor Strange enters the chat. You mean where it starts, where they find out it's actually Pietro, the one that's in control, or started this?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so confusing. That goes with a lot of comic storylines. That also with Civil War 2, for example. Like, whose side would you pick? Would you pick Captain Marvel or would you pick Tony Stark? But then I know that Captain Marvel got like a lot of bad poop over her because of that. But then it's like, it's kind of like Minority Report. If you know beforehand, what would you do? You know, you've seen so many people die around you, the world being endangered so many times, and he's been right so far. What would you do? Hawkeye.
Yeah, that's an epic shot of him.
Yeah. I have not really read any books with him. Have you ever read books with Hawkeye that you're like, you should check that one out?
There is a series, I think, by crap. Can't remember his name. I think it's Matt Fraction, who does this really cool Hawkeye run. So, I forgot what year it came out, but like, there's this really good Hawkeye series. You should definitely check it out.
Is that maybe the white-ish cover where you just see his like purple outfit and this arrow thing?
Yeah, I think so.
'Cause I've seen that one pop up a bunch of times, but I'm like, it's Hawkeye.
And I'm pretty sure Kate Bishop is in there too.
And her coming to the series and MCU, right? I should definitely check it out then.
Yeah.
She's also coming to the Avengers game, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you played it? Continue, because at one point I just stopped playing it because it was just the same thing over and over again.
I mean, I'm pretty sure last time I streamed it was you. I think you would join the stream at one point. I was playing it. I haven't played it since.
I think then we were pretty much at the same stage because it was like with Kamala and the Hulk, and I was playing it at the last part of the Hulk. You were in this like building and you were going to different levels. It's like, damn, this is like the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
Not really creative.
Mm-hmm.
But people do say that the live thing, when you actually, or online, that is supposed to be, oh my god, itchy nose. That's supposed to be like really good, but who knows?
I don't know. Hi, welcome back, Lucy.
Oh, me.
Yes, Gabby Fraction. Yeah, I was like, I feel like it is Fraction, but I wasn't 100% sure. So thank you for clarifying.
Freaky Louie actually knows a lot. He should be like joining us on the stream one day, because
Yeah.
It's good to have like an encyclopedia next to you somewhere. Be like, correct, incorrect. Ooh, I just entered this page. This is probably one of my favorite, or maybe I already mentioned before, like favorite page, but Magneto. This.
Yeah.
What have you done in my name, boy? Oh gosh.
Yeah, he just
That just really
snaps.
goes to show that he will make the sacrifice, no matter how painful it will be for him or Wanda, because pretty much the next page is like, it's not really a nice drawing of her. It's like, okay, she doesn't really look appealing here.
Yeah.
But the fact that she removes Magneto's mouth, like, dang girl, you're freaking out.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, and then just over here, you're just about to read one of the most famous panels in history. As soon as you turn the page,
Yep.
That alone should just be like one big wallpaper on this wall.
And meanwhile, Emma and all the rest of the X-Men are like, what should we do? Are we going to stop this from happening, or?
It's too late now. I mean, I guess this is just whenever she got announced in the MCU, that this is probably a sentence that you really just hope that she will say sooner or later. I don't know if it will focus, but it is the famous sentence saying no more mutants.
Yep. And just like that, like, not, what is it, like 95% of all mutant powers are gone?
Yeah. Because I think there are like 100 something mutants are left.
Yeah.
Out
It's
of
not all mutants, it's just a good portion of them.
It's like she was more hardcore than Thanos for sure.
Oh yeah.
Thanos was like, 50-50. She was like, no.
One is like 95%. Boom. Gone.
Just, Emma Frost is just amazing. Just how concerned that she is, because she, in the beginning, like maybe it was because of the 80s and 90s stuff that I was reading, she seemed like really like an ice queen to me, like this cold bitch, literally. But here it's just, the more that I read, even with the newer series, what I've read so far, it's like, no, she's actually very compassionate. So actually the people that were like portrayed as like the villain, I think they're just actually the heroes. Like, I would choose Magneto and Emma Frost team any day of the week. It's like, do you want to be with Charles Xavier, or do you want to be Team Magneto? Magneto!
Logan.
This is probably also like an ever-changing page, I guess, because suddenly he remembers everything. And the Queen.
Throw.
But this is where she's checking the world to see, and there's not much left.
Yeah, there's like hardly any dots at all. It's like,
she's like literally like emotional. Just the news reports all over the world. And just when they get to Magneto, he's basically human, and he's like, I don't know where she is. I don't know where he is. Do whatever you want to do. I failed. Those were my kids. I should have known better.
Yeah, I failed them.
And then she's like entering the Disney world as what is it called, the Red Hood? Would you like an apple? But I'm sure, like, you have other pages that stood out to you, right? It cannot be just a poop that I just point out because everything is just so amazing.
Yeah, this entire story in general is, I love it.
Indeed.
Like this one cover with Magneto and
Storm looking like
actually.
Amazing. It's probably hard to find those covers.
I know.
But who knows, one day. But just this one alone, I would just... Maybe I should buy this issue double so I can cut it out and just frame it. Because it also has Carol!
Yep. Right on the front page.
Yeah, because she is the best superhero out there. But then again, just this one. Amazing.
Yeah. And I know I was showing you before the stream started, but I'm just going to show it again. This cover I found only a few days ago, actually. So it's a new Avengers cover. I love it. It's beautiful.
I can't wait to go back to the comic shop because our lockdown here got extended for 3 more weeks. So it's like up until early February that we are in lockdown. But I'm actually looking forward to go cover comic shopping.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've changed the covers a bit. See, Louis, your Witchblade is here. But I want more beautiful covers.
Yeah. And most of them, from what I see, are
because
all ladies.
Oh yeah, there is, of course, one of my all-time favorite Carol Danvers covers. This is She, which is like an indie awesome character, Huntress.
Yeah.
Picobello. I got this cover from Simon. You know, Catwoman, cats, can't go wrong. And over here, that is actually one of my favorite Vampirella covers because it's kind of, I don't know, like the colors is not too wild, not too crazy, just beautiful. And of course, the crow that I got from the Godfather Robert that will join us upcoming Saturday for the WandaVision review.
Yay!
Of course, the 2 queens, Tomb Raider, Witchblade, and Witchblade issue 2. And then over there I got, well, over there it's Captain Marvel, there's Miss Marvel. Over there it's, well, I can point the camera to it, but then you still cannot see it, but it's that one picture of, you know, the Marvels cover. I posted it in my story yesterday where like they are like hugging each other, Vision and Scarlet Witch. It's one of my favorite covers ever.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean my wall is weak? Huh? What do you mean thin walls?
Kitty.
Yeah. And she goes back. She's like, nah, never mind. I'll go back to sleep.
What's your cat's name?
Well, her actual name is Misty, but I call her Mipini, Pupini, Disco Mipina, Pupalapini. Yeah. Heck.
Right.
So anything else you want to talk about, or it's just like the anticipation is real for the 2 episodes airing like in 12 hours?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to watch it when I get home from work because I have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
Friday night, tomorrow night, I'll be watching it for sure.
I'll probably watch it a few times if it's good, because I might be hyped. Suddenly it's like a disappointment.
Oh,
Could be. I think not, but it could be.
yeah, I have high hopes. So, like just from what I've seen so far, it looks really cool. So,
I really cannot wait what brings her back to the current reality. And
who do you think will show
what
up? Because I know they were saying a few people, like few surprises.
well, as I said before, considering the fact that Tom Hiddleston was during the live chat as Loki, maybe Loki will make an entrance. Or
Doctor
Benedict.
Strange.
Yeah, he was there as well for a bit, and considering the fact that it's the movie afterwards, that's that one word that I'm looking for that I cannot think of. You said it before. Like it's a continue. Never mind. But yeah, the Doctor Strange. But what's the title again of the movie? Madness.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yes, it makes you wonder that it's probably not going to end with this series. It's probably just still going to be like a multiverse. And Wanda, what do you have in, like, oh my goodness, what is she going to do? How far is she going to take it? And
no.
will Pietro, Quicksilver make an appearance? Like, will she bring him back alive again? Because she was pretty much devastated when he passed away.
I mean, I was getting ready to mention that actually about Quicksilver showing up somehow. Because, like you said, that's when her whole story pretty much started. It's like,
yeah. Like when Hawkeye told her, like, I cannot babysit. Like, you're either going to be Avenger or you're not going to be an Avenger. And then she walks out.
I love that part.
Such a queen.
Yes.
Oh, Wanda.
And Elizabeth Olsen just nails that role so much.
She's amazing. Because at first, being old myself, having grown up with Full House, being around the age of the Olsen twins, it's like, like the Olsen sister is going to be part of it. Like, is that like a good or a bad thing? And then I saw her. It was like, dang, she's good.
Which one of her outfits do you like the most?
That's actually a really good question, because I love the original outfit the most, that we see a lot in the 80s, that she's also sporting in the trailer.
Yeah.
Well, I do like the jacket thing that's going on, but it doesn't really look too comfortable. Like how tight it is. It's like, girl, if you're gonna run a bit, like,
yeah.
Like you're gonna be just out of breath by how tight the corset is. But
Yeah.
I really liked her outfit in the early days, with that dress skirt thingy that she was wearing. She had like the dark nail polish and all these rings, and
Yeah.
she had this whole mysterious look going on.
Hmm.
I love that one the most, I guess.
Yeah. I agree. I love the old classic outfit from the comics. I think that's really cool. Like with the headdress and all that.
Yeah, I was so excited to see that because I was always hoping that for some reason they would bring back the helmet, even if it's just
Hmm.
like an homage, just
Yeah.
maybe for one movie or two movies. But so far, no. It's almost like wanting the yellow spandex for the X-Men, right? I want the Jubilee outfits.
So like going back to the gifted show I was telling you about with Polaris, there's a point in the show where I think it's season 2. So she gets this gift, mysterious gift from Magneto apparently, and she ends up like shaping it into her own like headdress that she has in the comics. I was like, that's awesome.
Wasn't there was it last year when there were like tie-ins to, was it War of the Realms? Was she in there as well? Blonde hair? Or is it totally someone else?
Uh,
Because I remember like a Captain Marvel cover, I believe, where it was Captain Marvel, I think, and Doctor Strange, or at least there was a character that swapped bodies with Doctor Strange, and then there was this lady with this green mask on that was very playful. Louis, help us out. Louis, SOS. Yes, Elizabeth Olsen is
yeah.
amazing.
Yep. X-Men Revolution.
Is that where she has the short hair? Because I do know that there is this cartoon on Disney Plus where she has the short hair that I also saw in the comic. Where's the tablet? So I can maybe or maybe not. Where is it? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, From 19, god damn it, from 1994. There's like a lot of ads popping up, so I clicked on the ad instead of the comic.
Oh.
Oh snap. Go away. It's this one.
uh, oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Okay, just another ad popping up. It would be really inconvenient if it was like an 18 plus ad, like.
Mm.
But that's definitely another series. It's like 4 issues, and I'm going to check it out because she's going back to England to Agatha to see about her dream. Probably have to reread issue 1 because obviously I don't remember it anymore. Yeah, in a way it is
Mm-hmm.
like Suji and the Banshees. My cat just doesn't give a damn. I'm surprised that she's still.
Oh.
Woo! So if people cannot get enough of us, I guess they can see us again on Saturday.
Yeah, because we will be back.
Woo! Oh my goodness. The knowledge that we will have that we're like longing for right now. There, I cannot wait. Like I have to wake up early because it premieres at midnight Pacific time, which is like 9 hours or 8 of difference. So here it will premiere like 9 in the morning. So I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. Watching it a bunch of times because lockdown, got a day off, so I have to go back to work on Saturday. So excited.
I think this is probably the show I'm most excited for, honestly.
Yeah, because
I'm excited for all the other ones too, but I'm excited for this one.
Probably because of it might just turn into this. But I'm also really, really curious about Loki.
Yeah, I saw the
It's
trailer for that
different.
one and it looks interesting. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, especially that Vote Loki. I've seen that comic a bunch of times, so that's definitely a comic that I have to get and read, just maybe to understand some references, or maybe it's
Yeah.
just a small homage, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. There's also the Winter Soldier and Falcon. I'm curious about that one.
Me too.
Probably be more like the spy thriller type of thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Monica Rambeau, baby. Yeah, Loki.
Okay.
And also, I cannot wait for Miss Marvel because that's just like I love Miss Marvel. I've really grown to love her because I
Yeah.
first hated her for no reason. It's just that she had the name Miss Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
But now I really love her because it's also like an open door for the Inhumans.
True.
And I need Black Bolt. I need justice for Black Bolt.
I need Quake.
But weren't there rumors like last year where like Agent Coulson is not like part of Shield, but it's like it has a different name. I forgot, but it's basically with the same team members, but they're still like working together with the Avengers. It's kind of like a Shield, but different. And I thought I heard rumors that they were entering the MCU, so I'm really curious. Like, will it be with the original cast? Because Ming-Na Wen has to come back.
I know.
And that
Oh,
woman that plays Mockingbird.
yes. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Screw
Adrian.
Yelena. Get Mockingbird.
Yes.
She's awesome. America. I actually, that's still one of those characters that I have to read upon. Because,
Me
well,
too.
I have so many characters out there. It's like, where do I
know.
start?
There's so many.
Indeed, because I'm like currently like trying to read a lot about female DC characters. I'm loving the Huntress. I'm really start to love Batgirl because I had this. Where is it? It's here. This is a book that I got from a friend, the Oracle Code, and it's basically the girl that is also known as Batgirl. And I read the story of Batgirl, and it's actually really good. And I'm like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? Because I first wanted to dive into what's her name, Batwoman, because this was one of those DC books. Hold on, is it here right or not? Uh-oh, where is it? Where is it? I don't even know. But it came from these type of DC books.
Okay.
And it was with Wonder Woman and Supergirl. And there was one or two Batwoman books in there, like chapters or an issue that I really liked. I was like, I'm going to explore Batwoman, and now I just end up really loving Batgirl, and makes me regret the fact that I've seen so many Batgirl variant covers that I was like, oh, that's so pretty, but I don't know who she is. That I should have gotten them because they're probably gone with the wind right now.
I feel the same way. Like Batgirl and Batwoman is like I saw the Batwoman show on CW and I really liked it. And so
I know it got like a lot of negative reviews, but I'm like, I watched Gotham and that got a lot of negative reviews. While I actually kind of enjoyed it. I'm not saying every episode was amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't really have high expectations for these type of series. So, but yeah, some things were a bit too much in your face. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Stop. But it wasn't that bad. I only watched like maybe the first 7 or 8 episodes though, because then I kind of stopped watching it for no apparent reason. Because then I just discover something else, like, oh, what's that? So we can actually also do like DC characters sooner or later. Because I know that we both love a lot of Marvel characters, especially female ones.
Yeah.
Also Spider-Gwen. I have this one book of her here. Oh snap! I have to like really reach. It's this one. And it's so far the only book that I have of her. Oh wait, was that the
Yeah, I have part of that series too. And I want to get more. Because I really like Spider-Man.
And I really liked it. Yeah, so tell me which one to read next, because she is also a character that I just don't know. And I got this. I was like, oh, Spider-Gwen. It's a small book, but it has like a lot of issues inside for a cheaper price, because it's the same size that I have for Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
The Penguin, indeed. In Gotham, the series. I should be wearing my glasses. But I have this one Penguin trade that I got a while ago that I still have to read. But there's like a really nice gothy vibe going on in the book. Love it. And of course, Catwoman.
Yeah.
Selena.
I love Catwoman.
Yes, she's amazing. Why is Spider-Gwen a little depressing? What is he talking about?
Please explain.
Yeah, we're waiting. Type faster.
I like that she's a drummer in a band, in her own band. The Mary Janes.
That's what appealed to me in the first place about her. Because like, oh, she's in a band. She's awesome. She's a badass. And
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do know that Louis really likes Mary Jane, so maybe that's why he finds Spider-Gwen a little depressing, that he maybe wishes Mary Jane was this awesome. Awesome possum. Oh, snap.
So do you like Peter with MJ or Gwen better?
I have actually, in the comics, only seen him with Mary Jane, but in the movies, I've seen him with both.
Yeah.
Um, but I believe in the movies, I actually liked him better with Gwen. But I'm not sure yet because I have to read more comics to get more like well, I mean, it's the most human trait out there, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, but Miles Morales has a thing for Kamala.
Yeah.
Oh, that was, of course, that they are like the OG couple when it comes
Yeah.
to comic books. And maybe I'm just judging it from oh, so there is a hack squad going on.
Oh, hey. But yeah,
Well,
I like Peter and I like Peter with both MJ and Gwen, but I do really love his chemistry with Black Cat. I will say that.
that I know from the game, and I'm like, there is some tension going on. What is going on here? In a good tension.
But like even like reading some of the comic books too, like he has a thing with Black Cat and obviously MJ like doesn't like it.
You
But
have a cheater in the house.
but yeah, I
Oh,
just think the whole love triangle thing is really interesting.
it doesn't work out for a lot of people. Wink, wink. Probably that they're not watching, but I'll probably get killed afterwards. What did you say? Sorry. The Sleeping Beauty, I'm just constantly distracted. Because I hear her snore. I should probably read some more Spidey then with Black Cat. Because her solo series from last year or 2 years ago was not really appealing to me. And I just know her from the video game that you have to take pictures and she's just playing games.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Like she enjoys
So
like the like cat and mouse game that she plays with Peter, and she just loves
exactly.
messing with him.
She's living up to her name.
Yep.
Yes. She is the yeah, Joker, if you're still here, on Saturday we will return on my channel together with Captain Sarah and the comic book G Spot, where we'll be talking about the first 2 episodes that will come out tomorrow. I mean, I can only understand if you're being sent by hack that is kind of weird to actually see quality right now. Oh, for that I'm going to get killed too, but it's okay. Hack is not watching anyways.
That's
Is
true.
spider a code word? Oh, as in, sorry, my mind is already.
She just likes
going.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, who
She just
doesn't?
likes Spider-Man and what he can do. So I don't know. It's complicated.
Yeah. So anything else that you want to add to this? Amazing, or it's just excitement is taking over and we're both just blank.
Let's see. I mean, we basically talked about all the comics we wanted to.
We did.
And
The 80s WandaVision, yes. The horrendous looking Scarlet Witch.
Yep. I really need to get that
This was
Vision
an
book.
honorable mention. Saturday. Woo!
3 p.m. Eastern time. There we go.
Yes, you just have to say Eastern time because nobody from Europe is watching it anymore. It's like, oh, I'm on at 9 p.m. Euro Standard Time. Nobody gives a damn. They're like, whatever. Who are you again? Oh my goodness. 2 episodes. So for everybody that's going to watch it tomorrow, enjoy it because probably everybody's excited. Thank you, Noran. Turbo.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who joined us today. This was fun.
More to come.
Yes, much more to come.
So enjoy.
So what do you think our next comic book series we'll be talking about?
That's actually a really good question. Well, I mean, I know that she is one of your favorite characters ever, and it's the solo series that we already talked about before. Well, what's the name again?
Invisible Woman. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, she is Marvel's first
the amazing
lady,
so we got to start it off right then.
Yes.
The first lady. Oh my gosh. One of the best stories ever, with one of my favorite pages ever. So Thank you, Joker. Woo, woo.
Yeah. Thank you.
Arigato. Ooh, have you read The Black Silver Surfer?
Silver Surfer Black, you mean?
Oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I think I got a couple issues of it, but I haven't invested fully into it.
Because it was an interesting series, but I do, because it's a good reason to actually start reading the stories again. So Jonathan Hickman, Fantastic Four on.
Yes.
I have the first 4 volumes.
That's another topic we'll be talking about too. Fantastic Four.
Yeah, because it's what's in the name, right? Oh, Fantastic Girl? I wonder why. Oh, goodness. So Saturday, and probably then we will announce, or next week we will announce when our next show will be, and also there's video games coming up. So,
and I did get the list that you sent me. All those questions are good.
Okay, good. So we will definitely be reaching out to some people in the community that we know that play video games and
Mm-hmm.
come hang out with us, get interviewed.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Already an hour and a half. Damn. So for sure, Saturday, WandaVision, and the next stream will be about the Invisible Woman. And yeah, we probably hope
Sounds
to
good to
see you
me.
then. Yeah.
But yeah, again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us.
Yay! Thanks to Hack for bringing all the fans in.
And as always, thank you,
And we
Annie,
will see you Saturday.
for joining me.
Is it my internet that's constantly freezing?
Is
Or
it
not?
what?
Freezing, because I have the feeling that something's being cut all the time. And before you say something nice about me and I didn't hear it.
Oh, well, nothing's freezing for me.
Oh, well, then
No.
probably is me.
Thank you.
Woo!
Take it easy too.
Awesome. Yeah. Yes. Say hello to Hack.
He jumped in the first part of our stream, so
During his lunch.
yep. He never told us what he was having.
He didn't. Oh.
Oh well.
Well, last Saturday.
Yep.
So.
All right. Well, I guess we will see you all Saturday.
Woo!
Bye, everybody.
Enjoy WandaVision.
Yes.